Hi all, welcome to day 7 of Python training. Today I am going to explain looping statements in Python. So before that we try to understand what is a loop. A loop is used to execute a block of code, yeah, repeatedly until a specified condition or sequence is completed. Okay. So for example, if I want to print welcome 5 times, I need to use print statement 5 times. Okay. What if I want to print 10 statements? So it is difficult to print so many times, right? For example, in Google Colab, I try to execute print statement print welcome. So I executed, I got welcome 5 times. Okay, so looping is execute a block of code repeatedly until a specified condition. So instead of that, we can use instead of printing 5 print statements, we can use the loop. So in looping statements, mainly in Python, two statements are very important, and while loop and for loop. Okay, see, first we'll discuss what is while loop. A while loop repeatedly executes a block of code as long as condition is true. Okay, while you are dealing with while loop, it repeatedly executes a block of code as long as condition is true. Okay, so until and unless condition is true, it will repeat. Once the condition is false, it will come out from the loop. Okay, so we'll try to execute this program. Try to. Yeah. Sorry, due to that alignment, it is copied in word alignment. It copied here. Okay. See what I have written in the first statement. In the first statement, see I is equal to 1. Okay. So next, while while is a keyword. While I less than or equal to 5, 1 less than or equal to 5. So condition is 1 is less than or equal to 5. I will try to explain in the image also. So print I. Okay. After that, I is equal to I plus 1. 1 become 1 plus 1, 2. Right? 1 plus 1, 2. Again, it will check here. Okay. I will show same thing in uh, one image format. First, I will try to run this program. Okay, see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is while loop. Okay, I will explain with the diagram this flow. See how while loop works. See, I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1. Okay, I less than or equal to 5. Print I is equal to I plus 1. See, the first step is I is equal to 1. It is a initialization. Okay, so one comes to here. If you see here, 1 less than or equal to 5, it's true. Condition is true. So it prints 1. Okay. So, and I becomes 2 because I is equal to I plus 1, right? Okay. I is equal to I plus 1. So again it will go to this condition 2 less than or equal to 5. Condition is true. Okay. So like that until it goes to 6. See here the value is 6. 6 less than or equal to 5. Condition is false. So loop ends. So the loop runs as long as condition I less than or equal to 5. Okay, whenever the condition is false, condition is false, loop stops and end the loop. Okay, so here in while loop, you should write carefully because one concept is infinite loop. Sometimes if you write I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5, print I. See, in infinite loop, I will try to explain. See, what will happen if you write the how it will went into infinite loop. See, I is equal to 1. Okay, I less than or equal to 5. So now it will it print 1. But we did not written I is equal to I plus 1 here. Okay. So still it thinks that 1 only. It will try to repeat the same. See, we are getting 1, 1, 1. It is continuous forever. It is an infinite loop. Okay. So the idea is like it execute the loop until the condition is true. Once it become false, if the condition is false, loop terminates, loop stops. Okay. So in this case, the condition is true only. I is equal to 1, I less than or equal to 5. This condition is true. Still it prints 1. It continuously it prints 1. So this is called infinite loop. Okay. We try to execute this in Colab. So I want a new one. See, it continuously executing 1 only. This is called infinite loop. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Now we will move to very important for loop. For loop concept. Okay. So mostly you deal with the for loop in Python. I'm not telling while loop doesn't we don't use, but for loop is having a lot of scope. Okay. For loop is also a looping statement. It is used to iterate over a sequence and execute a block of code once for each element in the sequence. Okay, sequence think like a queue 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I will show you. This is the for loop syntax. Okay, if you come to for loop syntax, for, okay, it is one variable. You need to define a looping variable. And for is a keyword. For is a keyword. In is also keyword. Okay. Sequence is like group of numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So it is a sequence. Okay. So see, for is a keyword here. For is a keyword. Okay. This variable is a loop variable. And in is a keyword. Sequence list, it may be list, tuple, string, dictionary. These are comes under collection data types. In further 1 or 2 classes, after 2 3 classes I will explain collection data types. Okay, so this is the syntax of the for loop. Okay. For example, now we will execute one program in for loop. So see here numbers. This is one sequence. Okay. So for is the keyword for looping statement. For is the keyword. See, as per the syntax, for is a keyword. X is a looping variable. See, this is looping variable. And in is the, sorry, it will be, sorry, here in is keyword. Okay, numbers is like it is a sequence. I have defined numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the for loop syntax in Python. Okay. Yeah. Now we will see after running this program, I will try to explain you. Okay, go to Google Colab. Okay. So this for loop repeats in the first iteration 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it will print. See, this for loop run in the this numbers is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sequence, and we have got the output from 1 to 5. Okay, now we will show with one image. For loop without range, there is a range function. I will tell here only. I mean in this class only. See, for example, if you have one sequence number 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. You have written for number is a loop variable, in is a keyword, numbers is the sequence what you have defined. See, in first iteration, number is equal to 10. In first is equal to number is equal to 10. It prints 10. In the second iteration, see, prints 20. Third iteration, prints 30. Fourth, 40. Fifth, 50. So this output is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. That means this for loop runs this entire sequence and it will print all the elements, all the iterations. Okay. Yeah. And now see how it works. The for loop takes as a, sorry, the for loop takes each item from the list one by one. The variable num that looping variable gets each value in iteration. The print statement is executed for each value. Okay. Now we will see for loop with range built-in function. Okay. For loop with range built-in function. Yeah. Before that, we will try to execute one more program. See, name is equal to Ravi. See, you can use in the strings also, not only numbers. Okay. You can use in strings also. See, name is equal to Ravi. Okay. So here, see, it is a for statement. CH is the loop variable. In is the keyword. Name is what you have defined, string. So print CH. Okay, what it will print? The loop will run inside the string, and you will get RAVI. Sorry, you will get RAVI. Okay, so the loop repeats in individual characters, and finally I got this output. Okay, now we will see there is another important for loop with range built-in function. See, range is one kind of built-in function. Okay. So simple definition, if you see, the range is a function is used to generate, sorry, yeah, it is used to generate a sequence of numbers. Okay. For example, in for loop only, I am using for numbers. It is a loop variable. In is a keyword. If you write a range in inside open parenthesis, close parenthesis, you should define 5. Okay. So if you try to execute this, just range function, it is used to generate a sequence of numbers. Okay. Okay. It starts from 0. Range have 3 forms. Okay. Just remember, it start from 0. It stop up to 4 only. It doesn't print 5. Okay. So I will tell what is the logic behind that. Okay. So yeah. See, if any for loop, if you see only one value inside the open parenthesis and close parenthesis, that you can remember it is a stop value. Whatever the stop value written, it starts from 0 and ends before the stop value. Like, see, here I have written the program here. See, range uh, with single entry, that means it is a stop value. I have written 5 here. So it starts from 0. For example, inside the range, if you find only one value, it is a stop value. So it generates numbers starting from 0. And 5 is the stop value, but it is not included. 5 not included. Up to 4 only it will print. See, for example, if I take instead of 5, I am taking 10. If you find a single value here, that is a stop value. It starts from 0 and ends up to 9 only. 10 doesn't print. See, 0 to 9. Okay, so range with stop value generates it generates numbers starting from 0 and 5 is the stop value. Here 10 is the stop value. So it stops before that 9 only, it will stop. Okay, and one more thing, one more example. See the simple explanation: 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 is not included. In few cases, for loop, if you see, range start and stop. They have different start value and stop value. In the scenario, start is where the number begins, okay, and stop is where loop stops, not included. That number is not included. See here, a range, it starts from 1, but it ends up to 5 only. It doesn't print the 6. See, if you see here, okay. So here in this range, I have a start value and stop value. Okay. Start value, it starts from 1. Stop value is 6. It doesn't print 6. It print up to 5 only. I will try to run this program. You will get 1 to 5. Earlier example, we got only 0 to 5. See, it starts from 1, ends with before number of 6, 5. And we have one more example. Sometimes, see, 1 to 5, important point, 1 comma 6. It start with 1 included, but stop 6 not included. So Python prints only from 1 to 5. See, it prints. See, if you see in the diagram, sorry. If you see in the here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It starts from 1, ends with 5. Okay. Yeah, we'll see another example. Yeah, sometimes range here like this also. We have this type of form: start, stop, and step. Okay, start is like a starting number. Start is like a starting number. Ending limit not included. Stop value before value only it prints. And step is like how much number increases each time. Okay. So how many number of times it should increase? See, for example, here I have start value 2, stop value 11. See, start value 11, and step value 2. That, that means step is equal to means it increases by 2 on each iteration. See, 2 plus 2, 4, plus 2, 6. And it is showing up, it doesn't, it stops up to 12. Okay, you will get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 only, because the next number would be 12, which goes beyond the stop limit 11. So loop stops. Okay, we will take this program. So step is nothing but how many times increases. Okay, so this is start value. It starts from 2 and ends with before level 11 only, and it increases by each iteration 2 times. That is called step. See, okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so these are the frequently uses the 3 types of forms of range function. Okay, so yeah. So with this, I am going to conclude this session. So these looping statements are very important. Okay. We have while loop, and for loop. Okay. So thanks for joining. Uh, Tomorrow we will meet in the next session. Thank you.